Good morning, baseball fans, baseball family, DFS friends. Today is the finale before the regular season. My name's Tim Williams. We're here to break down today's MLB DraftKings slate, the finale, the big showdown, the big bang. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tim. We've been breaking down spring training games heading into the regular season, which starts on Thursday. Couldn't be any more excited. This has been fun. This has been a fun practice. Now the real test really begins. So without any further ado, let's just jump right in. We got 4 games going on here. Starting with the Braves and the Red Sox, little rematch from yesterday. The Red Sox are favorited in this one. You have Drew Smyly going against Martin Perez, lefty on lefty matchup. On the Braves side, Smyly 5.0 ERA. He's given up 10 hits in 9 innings pitched. The key here is that he has 12 strikeouts so far. Hasn't walked a lot of guys, so that's what I'm really focusing on him for strikeouts. Average wise for the Braves, 20th overall, 14th in on base percentage. So nothing really stands out here as far as, Braves hitters go. 22nd in home runs, 20th in strikeouts. Pitching wise for the Braves, again, kind of just average. The one thing that sticks out here is they are allowing a decent amount of home runs, but they are striking guys out as well. In play, if we do have the lineups for this actual matchup, Freeman, Albies, Ozuna, d'Arnaud. I like those guys at the top. d'Arnaud might be the finest catcher option on this slate. Moving on to the next side here, the Red Sox, you have Martin Perez, 3.0 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 14 hits allowed, gave up 2 home runs here, so he is prone to the home run ball, 6 walks, 12 strikeouts. So overall, not too bad. He's been hit around a little bit here and there. I think if he pitches a 3.0 ERA, the Red Sox will take it, but overall, hitting wise, the Red Sox just keep hitting. They just keep mashing the ball. 2nd in average, 7th in on base percentage, 2nd in home runs, and then right in the middle in strikeouts. They just keep hitting. So if you don't know where to go, the Red Sox are a decent stacking option. Even the bottom of the order looks, pretty hittable. So I like the Red Sox here as far as, their lineup goes. Pitching wise, they're just kind of right in the middle. Nothing really stands out here. In play, Kike Hernandez, JD Martinez, who hit a home run recently. Dahlbeck's been on fire. Marwin Gonzalez is an okay option as well. You got Devers in there, Xander. This lineup's full of hitting. Those are the core guys I like in this one. Next, we have the BrewersRangers, Anderson versus Folty. Anderson, 2.35 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 18 hits allowed, 12 strikeouts. So, it seems like an okay play against the Rangers. Brewers hitting wise, they're just mashing the ball as well. 2nd in home runs. That comes with some strikeouts, of course, but 13th in average, 10th in on base percentage. So, you really can't go wrong with a Brewer stack here either against the Rangers. Pitching wise for the Brewers, 7th in ERA. So that kind of stands out a little bit. They're kind of in the middle of the pack as far as home runs go, whip, walks and hits allowed, but they are striking guys out. So, for the Rangers, it might be a tougher matchup for them. In play for the Brewers, Yelich, Garcia, Hayura. Love those guys. Love the power that they present. So it looked like a decent option there. On the Rangers side, you got Folty, who's been hit around a little bit in 4 innings, 9 hits, gave up 2 home runs. He's not really, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. I wouldn't trust this matchup. Rangers hitting wise, 16th in average, 11th in on base percentage. Just kind of right in the middle. They can hit for power. They can strike out. Pitching, kind of in the lower half here, 20th in ERA, 28th in whip. So they're allowing a lot of walks. Home runs, they're giving up, they're 9th in the league in home runs. They're not really striking guys out. So a pretty decent matchup for the Brewers. If I had to pick anyone in play for the Rangers, I would start with Solek, Dahl, and then Kiner Falefa. Gallo obviously is in there as well. He hasn't hit lefties out of the park yet, but those guys are in play for sure. Moving on, you have the White Sox Rockies. White Sox favored in this one. Cease, against Gomer. Cease has been pitching pretty well. But he had the key thing that sticks out here is he's allowing too many walks. So keep that in mind if you're picking or rostering Cease today. He gives up a lot of walks. That could hurt him at the end of the day. White Sox hitting average 7th, 8th in on-base percentage. They're not hitting a lot of home runs, though, which is unfortunate because the Rockies do give up a lot of home runs. But we'll see how that plays out. Pitching-wise, they're just kind of average here, nothing too crazy. In play, I have to say, if this guy starts, Engel, he has a double, 2 triples, 2 home runs against left-handed pitching. Gomer is a lefty. Vaughn is in play for sure. Anderson as well. On the Rockies side, Gomer, he's given up 4 home runs so far this spring. It seemed like a lot of it all came from that one Angels game, but 15 strikeouts and 16.2 innings, not too bad. It does give up about a hit per inning, though. Rockies, you can't ignore this stat. They're first in average, 16th in on-base percentage. So I think the average is inflated. It will come down. That seems more likely than the on-base percentage creeping up. But 9th in home runs, so they do have some power. They can strike out as well. Pitching-wise, they're one of the worst teams in the league. They are allowing the most home runs. They're not striking out so many guys. ERA and WHIP right at the bottom. If I had to choose Rockies hitters, and again, we don't have the lineups out for most of these games, but I like Crone, Welker. It's really hard to ignore what those guys are doing right now. They're hitting. They're patient at the plate. Hampson is as well as somebody that I would look into as for today's matchup. If he were to start, he's been walking. You want to target guys who can get on base, who can walk against Cease, because that's his weakness is giving up those walks. And then finally, if Cleveland against the Diamondbacks, Savelle going against Widener. Sivy has a 6.14 ERA. He's been hittable, 12 hits in 14 innings, 10 earned runs, 4 walks, 11 strikeouts. Cleveland as a team, 5th in average, 20th in on-base percentage. So I don't trust that there. They do have guys that can hit for power. They can steal bases. Pitching wise, not the greatest team, kind of in the bottom of the league there, allowing 4th in home runs, 5th in strikeouts. So they're just a team that I can't really trust, at least right now heading into the season. But in play, Hernandez, it's hard to ignore what he's doing. Franmil Reyes, Ramirez, the power bats. And then on the Diamondback side, Widener, 9 innings pitched. He's given up 2 home runs. That sticks out to me. Struck out 12. He's probably suited in the bullpen role. So who knows how long he's actually going to go today. D-backs, started spring training kind of hot. It seems like they've been sliding a little bit. They still have the power, but they are striking out. So that might be a good pitching matchup for Cleveland. Pitching for the Diamondbacks, they're kind of in the 25th in ERA, but 9th in WHIP. So they're not walking a lot of guys, but they are giving up a lot of runs. And I'm going to guess that has to do with the home runs that they are allowing, but they can strike guys out. If I had to choose any hitters that may be playing today for the Diamondbacks, it would be Christian Walker, Cabrera, and then Peralta. I like what they can bring to the table. Those guys can hit for power. They can get on base. So that's it. The only lineups that we have right now are the BravesRed Sox. The other guys are just, if they're starting, they look like decent options. So I hope this information helps you. I'm really excited to, start the season fresh. We'll have a day off tomorrow, and then we'll just jump right in on Thursday. I really appreciate everybody that's been watching. You guys have been awesome. And comment below if you're excited for the season. Who are your favorite plays for today's slate? My name's Tim. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of the day.